Hours ago, a former student armed with a gun was arrested a block away from Husky Academy after making a threat to Ritenour High School. Good evening. Thank you for being with us. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. Ritenour is one of two school districts in our area impacted by a threat today. Ladue Horton Watkins High School canceled class today after receiving a bomb threat. Laura Barczewski begins our team coverage from the Ritenour Administration Building in North St. Louis County. Laura.
Mike and Ann, Ritenour School District officials say every single measure they have in place to protect and keep their students safe worked today. The threat against Ritenour High School started with a social media post from a former Ritenour student. Current students saw it on social media and let school officials know. The threat was then called in to Missouri State Highway Patrol's Courage to Report line, activating several police departments. Officers saw the suspect in a car near Husky Academy, which is also in the Ritenour School District. When the officers approached the suspect, the former student ran from the car and was arrested. Police found a loaded handgun. They say the suspect is a juvenile and now in the custody of St. Ann police. They say it was only 24 minutes between the time they received the report to arresting the teenager. Husky Academy students and faculty were still in the building at the time and they had to shelter in place. Officials thank the community and students for taking action.
It's not always successful. And this was a time where, because of individuals who stood up to do the right thing and took a stand, and said that we are tired of this, and so today we are here because of a success, and so we appreciate those pieces.
The teenager could be facing several charges, including weapons charges. We'll have that more later tonight. Reporting live in Overland, Laura Barczewski, 5 on your side.
Now, the bomb threat in the Ladue School District didn't lead to an arrest today, but did cause enough concern to cancel classes at the high school while police searched the campus. Our Holden Kerwicki joins us from the newsroom to continue our team coverage.
Well, Mike, according to experts at Lindenwood University, swatting calls have become common for copycats seeking notoriety after mass shootings, and it appears Ladue Horton Watkins is the latest school in our area to feel that impact. Tuesday morning, there were cars in the parking lot at Ladue Horton Watkins High School, but classes were canceled.
We had an unfortunate situation around 5:15 in the morning. Someone called in a bomb threat at our high school.
Ladue Superintendent Jim Whipke quickly called the police, who swept the building with bomb-sniffing dogs before giving the all-clear.
And in the end, you just don't take chances.
Unfortunately, school threats are nothing new.
Because I remember when I was a kid, we had bomb threats at school.
However, according to Lindenwood criminal justice professor Darren Marhanka, swatting calls are part of a growing trend around the country.
A call that will generate a SWAT team response, and generally it's a large incident. Or a reported large incident, such as like the bomb threat at Ladue Horton.
In many cases, including in Ladue, that requires a large number of police resources to be pulled from area departments and the FBI.
Many agencies rely on the help from the other agencies to support them during that process, and then that takes away the ability for those agencies to work for their own constituents.
The good news, according to Marhanka, is that these threats are typically easily traced.
With cell phone technology and the ability to go back and track back, it's a great advantage to law enforcement that the officers can go back and track to who called it in and try to bring that person to justice.
That's why he says local police will continue to respond to every threat.
We all want to be safe at the end of the day.
Class is scheduled to resume tomorrow at Ladue Horton Watkins High School. Currently, the FBI is working with Ladue police to track down the source of that threat, which is considered a federal offense. Mike?